Here's a song that comes from where I come from, up in the northeast. I come from a little place called Seaham, and it's just on the coast up in County Durham. And the nearest big place to Seaham is the town of Sunderland. It's a city now, but it was a town when I was a little lad, and my dad used to take me there every Sunday morning to feed the ducks in the park, a big park called Mowbray Park, with a duck pond and loads of statues of famous people. And when I was a little lad, I didn't know who any of these famous statues were of. And about 15 years ago, I discovered that one of them was really, really famous in British history. His name was Jack Crawford. Jack Crawford was a famous character in a naval battle that took place in the year 1797. He originally worked on the keelboats on the river up in the northeast, and then he ran away and joined the Navy. Ended up on the flagship of the British fleet in this battle, the Battle of Camperdown, in the year 1797, when the British were fighting against the Dutch. And the story goes that the Dutch were giving the British a good hammering in this battle, and they were constantly shooting away the Union flag from the flagship's topmast. And every time they shot the flag away, this little fella Jack Crawford picked it up, and he shinned up the mast with it, and he nailed it back to the mast in defiance against the enemy. And the fleet went on to win this great naval battle, the Battle of Camperdown, 1797. There you go. A couple of really important things happened that day, apart from the fact that they won the battle. One was that there was a phrase invented that we still all use today, and that phrase is to nail your colours to the mast. But more importantly, I think, the Union flag from that moment on was known as the Union Jack, after Jack Crawford from Sunderland. And that might even be true. If you want to join in, you can. You just sing, nail this colours to the mast, nail this colours to the mast. The third line's always different, it comes from the verse, and the last line is always nail this colours to the mast. So we're getting easier as the evening goes on. Crawford was a Sunderland man, he worked on board a keel. Up and down Weir Valley, he knew the river well. But then he joined the Navy, and amongst the cannon's blast, there became the hero who nailed his colours to the mast. Nailed his colours to the mast, nailed his colours to the mast. There became the hero who nailed his colours to the mast. Jack sailed on board the Venerable, the flagship of the fleet. He sailed into the channel, those Hollanders to meet. Now the battle was at Camperdown, and the shot flew thick and fast. And that's when Jack Crawford nailed his colours to the mast. He nailed his colours to the mast, nailed his colours to the mast. And that's when Jack Crawford nailed his colours to the mast. 6 times the flag was shot away, and the chain shot flew like hail. The mast top fell to the deck, and the fleet began to fail. But Jack Crawford, he picked up that flag, and nimble to the last, he climbed atop the main, and he nailed the colours to the mast. Nailed the colours to the mast, nailed the colours to the mast. Climbed atop the main, and nailed the colours to the mast. Cheer was heard that day, and the English tars fought back. The Dutch were torn asunder, and the cry went up for Jack. Admiral Duncan, he stepped up to him, saying, we've won the day at last. And Jack Crawford, you're the hero who nailed his colours to the mast. Nailed his colours to the mast, nailed his colours to the mast. Jack Crawford, you're the hero who nailed his colours to the mast. Then Jack was called to London. He was sent for by the king, and he says, Jack, you're a hero. And the crowds began to sing. Here's a pension, £30 a year, for you fought them to the last. Raise a cheer for brave Jack Crawford, he nailed his colours to the mast. Nailed nailed his colours to the mast, nailed his colours to the mast. Raise a cheer for Brave Jack Crawford, he nailed his colours to the mast. And if you go to Sunderland, leave the streets and leave the crowds. See the statue of him, it's standing there so proud. And when you're down in Mowbray Park, just pause as you go past, and remember Brave Jack Crawford, he nailed his colours to the mast, nailed his colours to the mast, nailed his colours